What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Press Drink to Start, the only YouTube show that takes your favorite video games
and your favorite beers,
pairs them together,
and we review them at the end of the show.
Tonight we have a very special, galactically great episode where we will be reviewing the brand new video game for PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Windows, No Man's Sky. We want to give a big shout out to our boy Julian, Big Dreams, for getting us a review copy of No Man's Sky. That was fucking awesome. Thank you so much, bro. That was huge.
We've also got a cosmically delicious brew from Stone Brewing Company out in Escondido, California. This is the Farking Wheaton Wootstout. This is the Imperial Porter.
The Farking Wheaton Wootstout.
I almost want to say it in like an Irish accent.
Say it.
Farking Wheaton. Farking Wheaton.
This monstrous stout was a collaboration between Drew Curtis from Fark.com, Will Wheaton, the beautifully, amazingly talented actor from Stand By Me, and
the legendary Greg Koch, CEO of Stone Brewing Company.
What's not to love? This is a limited release, 13% ABV,
It's a big boy.
Big monster galactic beer.
Yeah. American Double Imperial Stout.
American Double Imperial Stout. Zacc, how about we
pop it and
pour it?
It's like pop it and lock it, but pop it and pour it.
Pop it and
pop it and pour it.
And wow, that is like a dark galaxy.
That's like a wormhole.
That's like a monster black hole.
It's like a galactic ooze cavern.
This is like
galactic ooze cavern.
This is like 500 elements of plutonium.
This is like harvesting carbon with a pitchfork.
This is like mining your own dirt on the moon.
This is like black stardust.
Cheers to that.
Hot damn.
Oh, that is a monster.
Woo!
That is a monster.
Say it one more time.
That is a monster.
I feel like a Wookiee would drink this.
You're gonna get some cocoa. You're gonna get some coffee. You're gonna get some fruitiness up front, and then you're gonna start to taste that bourbon barrel-aged portion of the beer, oak, vanilla, nut, bourbon flavors, and then kind of on that back end, you're gonna get more of that pecan, that nuttiness, and all in all, I think Stone is known for putting out pretty quality beers.
Quality and bold flavors.
They do, yeah, very bold flavors. I can't think of a Stone beer that I had that wasn't bold.
Yeah.
Big, bold, and it wasn't good.
Right.
I mean, off the top of my head, I've been pretty happy with all the Stone beers that I've tried. Games?
Let's talk about them. All right, guys, let's talk about No Man's Sky, the highly anticipated open space cosmic world that is No Man's Sky. And this thing just came out a few days ago.
August 9th.
August 9th, 2016. What year is it?
2016.
Okay, I've been traveling so long in this game, trying to get through planet to planet, that I've lost
track of the year. The big thing about No Man's Sky was that it's all this procedurally generated galaxy.
Yeah.
And what they say is that there is up to 18 quintillion planets that you can visit in this game, which is just exactly what you said. Massively daunting task at hand. I have to applaud Hello Games, the developer, for what they did here. I think it was extremely ambitious to put out a game, this kind of action-adventure survival game that was this big.
Yeah, it's massive. What I do appreciate is how beautiful the game looks, and I do appreciate how you can get in your spacecraft and fly to this other planet, and you're constantly exploring two different planets. And now the computer will generate the landscape and the environment. It has a certain algorithm. I guess the computer generates new and really enticing scenes and aliens and environments and materials, which you have to harvest, and becomes really, really frustrating at some points. But the cool thing is the story is up to you. You can go as you please, and you can, it's your adventure.
Now, I'm glad that you touched on the story, because for me, and that's the whole thing with No Man's Sky is you're essentially starting out on a planet, your ship's broken, and then it's like, put the ship back, mine elements to help repair the ship, and then go explore other planets. We put about 3, maybe 4 hours into the game.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. And I wasn't picking up much of a story, per se.
I don't know what the purpose is of the game. It gives you minor tasks here and there. Pun intended. Lots of mining.
Minor.
Minor tax. Minor.
Minor, major.
Minor.
Minor.
Minute.
Minor. The combat was weak in the fact of the controls. The way that it played, the combat wasn't what I wanted from it. And it's not a strong, in my opinion, it's not a strong first-person shooter. For me, No Man's Sky was, again, an extremely ambitious project from Hello Games. However, and again, I'm only speaking for myself on this one, I felt there was a lot of shortcomings that didn't make the game extremely enjoyable for myself. I felt that there was weak hand-to-hand combat, there was weak shooting for the whole first-person shooter thing. For me, the planetary exploring was not enjoyable. I didn't really... It felt like it was just kind of a chore. Just go here, get this, go here, do this. The story for me was lacking. I really wanted... They could have really created this emotional story with this really emotional soundtrack that I think would have been just this overall, just really amazing experience. And I felt like that was kind of lacking. And again, for me, it was like, I'm here, I'm alone with some rocks, I'm going to grind until my inventory is full, I'm going to juggle my inventory, and I'm going to grind some more. I'm going to have to give No Man's Sky from Hello Games a 5.5 out of 10. Again, I want to applaud Hello Games for such an ambitious game, but for me, there were just some things that just didn't work.
I'm going to give this delightful game a 7.9. So, first of all, I want to start with all the positives. It's really intriguingly beautiful, and there's so much that we don't know of the game. There's so much out there that we want to find out. So there's like that what if factor, or the what's out there factor that like I love. The map is beautiful. I thought exploring was fun. The game is really, really massive, and it's kind of like it's so massive that it's like, well, I'm never going to beat the game, so it's like, why even play? But it's fun to explore. It's got a very slow start, and you're kind of stuck wondering what to do and how to do it and what's going on and what the plot is even, what is there a plot? Why are we here? Who am I? What are we doing?
That's what I said. Story.
Right. Is there a purpose? But there is something that's very enchanting about the game that makes you want to go back and makes you want to explore more. And so I'm not done with the game. And there's something that's kind of pulling me back to the game and makes me want to put it back in and say, okay, well, let's go meet some more aliens. Let's go learn some more new languages, and let's see what's out there.
So, and that right there is a perfect, that's the beauty of this whole show, is that, here's a game that was, super hyped up, and I, didn't really care for it. I probably won't return to it. It's just being honest, but it was something that you really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about, games and gaming and beers and, whatever, is one man's prison is another man's paradise.
Prodigy. Wait. Another man's prison is another man's purpose. Another man's prison is another man's journey.
One man's prison is another man's
porpoise.
Let's talk about beer.
Farking Wheaton Wootstout. Stone
Brewing Company, Escondido, California, 13% ABV.
AB Vizzle, as the streets say.
This is a monster beer.
This beer has some teeth.
This is a galaxy eater.
Set your phasers to kill.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I want to harvest some more Wootstout from this thing.
Get the Wootstout in your spaceship.
Are these thrusters even Woot?
let's woot. Let's talk about
woot,
the Farking.
There it is. Woot, there it is. Say Farking woot. There it is. The
Woot, woot, there it is. But the 13% is kicking in. For all you cigar smokers out there, if you wanted to pair this with some grade A cigars, tell them woot you would smoke.
Well, my fellow cigar puffers, the La Flor Dominicana Double Ligero Chisel is one of my favorites. Now, you want that as a nice 72 humidity there. You don't want to do it's going to get a little too dry if you leave it, anything before that, you know what I'm saying? We've also got the Illusione MJT2, which is named the RTD2 of the beers, because, I mean, who needs a C3PO when you've got this bad boy at you? We've also got the Maduro, of course, the Rocky Patel 50 Robusto. My God, it's a good one. And we've got the Patron...
That's actually the Padron.
The Padron 1964.
Which was a good year.
Oh, great year.
Anniversary series Exclusivo Maduro.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good beer. I think it's tasty. I like it. Again, this is not a beer that I would probably drink, 2 or 3 of. This is very much like a sipping beer. This is not a fucking, whoo, down the hatch, Charlie! I'm going to give Farking Wheaton Wootstout from Stone Brewery a 8 out of 10.
All right, guys. So the Farking Wheaton Wootstout for me was a galactic grand slam. This thing was soaring into the universe. It wrapped around different galaxies and brought you back to Earth, thrusting with flavor. This beer gets a solid 9.0 from me. Over at Stone, I tip my Stormtrooper hats to you, because this one is galactically delightful.
I will take you guys from Stone on my intergalactic spaceship any day of the week.
Did not know you had one of those. You've been holding out to me eons.
It's parked in the garage.
Eons and eons. Wow.
It's in the garage.
Is it X-Wing? Is that thing got a Hemi in it?
Double heavy.
I'd like to fill up with some more plutonium and harvest some more blue myths. I'm going to go harvest some plilsk to fill up my... Switch out with my carbonisks.
What grows next to those?
I believe it's indigenous to the Flatland Stilsk planets, where you can harvest more. Now, we can share our Stone memories here all year long. Hashtag Stone20, and you can share memories like this for the whole Stone family to see.
Oh, and we didn't even mention, go to stonebrewing.com. Check out their whole selection of beers. They've got some fucking amazing beers on there. You can get them at any craft brew store.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us on another episode of Press Drink to Start. I'm your host, Zacc.
I am your host, Josh.
And thank you for joining us. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, tell us what you want to see, tell us what you want to drink. Let us know. Tell us what you want to play, tell us what you want to hear.
Thank you guys for watching. The only YouTube show that takes your favorite video games
and your favorite beers,
pairs them together,
and reviews them at the end.
Thank you guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Empty glasses. They're glasses, Lydia, alright? Not cups. Jeez.